So this is my microcamper. It's a 2010 Fiat Qubo diesel. It's got 75 horsepower and it uses about 5.7 liters per 100 kilometers as it is today. The main theme of the build was to spend as little money as possible, and I'll give you a rundown of the cost at the end of the video. It's my mom's old car and it has almost 300,000 kilometers on the clock. So the first thing I did was to tint the back windows for some privacy. I have yet to make some curtains for the front. I got this roof box on eBay Kleinanzeigen for 10 bucks. It didn't have a lock, so I made this from a hinge to lock it with a padlock. I also had to make these brackets with some threaded rod and a bit of air hose. In the box there's stuff like 2 chairs, a table, extra water, and all the stuff I should have just left at home. On the side here I put this tin can with a 3D printed bracket as an ashtray. Let's go inside. So we've got the bed on the right. It's about 2.1 meters by between 45 and 60 centimeters. I bought a used foam mattress and then cut it to shape and made a custom cover for it. I also put an extra yoga mat under it, but it's still too hard. My back hurts. I need to get another mattress or something. I cut a bunch of slots into the wood below so the mattress wouldn't mold. But I was in a rush, so it looks crappy. This piece of the bed folds up to reveal the passenger seat. It's a special seat which tucks down flat. Most of the time I'm just by myself, so I don't have to change it around every day. Under the bed is some space for storage. I got my excess food in these boxes, shoes and a garbage bin in the front, and the electrical in this space under here. I put in a second battery. It's an AGM style deep cycle battery with 120 amp hours. It gets charged by the alternator. I use the battery mostly for charging my devices, powering the lights, and sometimes my thermoelectric cooler. The cooler is a very cheap device and I mostly use it with bags of ice instead of the electric. I want to upgrade it to a compressor style cooler for less noise and much better efficiency. The lights are some decent quality LED strips which I put into these plastic profiles, which make them look neat. So far I have the main ceiling lights and a little strip in the back. They are both on a dimmer. So moving over to the kitchen, I built this cabinet which is a perfect cube. It's got a big drawer on the bottom and this open shelf on the top. I might put a second drawer up there. I came up with this swiveling table on the top, which I can use sitting on my bed inside, like this from the outside, or like this with standing height out the back. This is a piece of solid birch countertop, which I had and it was already just the right size. Additionally, I made this pull-out table for cooking and for sitting on it in a chair. Under the back end of my bed, I put this 22-liter water tank. I added a ball valve tap to it and made this strap so I can pull it out without it crashing on the ground. I made this latch with a 3D printer to quickly take the tank out for refilling. So my mom gave me the car when she got a new one. In order to get it recertified, I had to put on new front brake discs, front springs and strut bearings. Together with the certification, that cost me around 400 euros. I had a lot of materials lying around or got them for free, so I only spent 111 euros on miscellaneous bits like paint and the water tank. Finally, the electrical system cost me 278 euros, of which I spent 150 on the battery. So that brings us to a total of around 800 euros. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in more details, like how I built certain things or how to do the electric.